didn't know if you were going to make it, and I really didn't want to start without you. But you're here now, and that's all that matters. Once again, and yet again, I have seen and done and burned many wonderful things out here in the magnificent Black Rock Desert, and I want to share them with you. So if you're ready to do it, if you've seen this before, you'll know what to do. If not, basically on the count of 3, let's go do some Burning Man right now. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go do some Burning Man right now.
Hey guys, I'm Benjamin Langholtz and I'm originally from California but currently living in Berlin. And this is Stone 27. It's a pathway of floating stones where you can walk up and hopefully have a moment of complete presence up at the top in the chaos of Burning Man. I'm originally a designer, I guess, from my profession, but I quit my job about 5 years ago, and the past 2 years I studied rope bondage in Tokyo. And so I've always been into this like rigging idea and hanging things in the air, but normally people. And then I just was suddenly quite inspired with this idea of taking stones and sort of shifting reality. So now this thing that is very heavy and solid becomes something that's light and floats above the ground and is usually something very steady on the ground, but now it becomes something that challenges you with its balance and things like that. Yeah, it's a bit of like a pseudo meditation. Like I look at the stone right in front of me, and this we did. I have 3 engineers who worked on the project with me, which without it would not have been possible. They didn't do any of the bolting or anything, but we built this like full model of how it would work, a digital finite element analysis of the forces applied to each cable to size everything and everything. But then it finally came time to bolt them, and I look at the 3D model, I spin it around, look at the stone in front of me, and I'm like, okay, here, you know, and then I just go for it, and then I correct for a lot of things with the cables in terms of I sort of have an idea of how it will shift when it gets the tensions on them, and then a few of them had to be rebolted a little bit, but the most I'd ever done before this was 7 in the air, so this was quite a leap.
This is the monumental mammoth sculpture. So this all began 3 years ago when Sherry Grothier came to my Girl Scout troop and talked about Tule Springs National Monument. And Tule Springs National Monument is a place in Las Vegas where they have Columbian mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and giant sloth skeletons in the ground that are just waiting for us to go discover them. But a big problem was the illegal dumping, the illegal shooting, and people running their ATVs over fossils just because they're unaware of what's in the area. The community came out and really embraced this idea I had and made this happen. I couldn't have done it without them. We had 3 cleanups to pick up recycled metal and trash that were set aside for the sculpture. And then we worked with 2 amazing artists to make it happen. We worked with a local Las Vegas artist named Leori Gill, and he did the interior skeleton structure made of the 1/4-inch mild steel. And then Dana Albany came from San Francisco and helped us work on the exterior skin and brought in all of her friends to make it happen. And the community came out and we got to teach them how to weld. We had kids come out and we taught them all these cool metalworking skills, which has been really fun. But I think the best part of the project for me is this is completely nonprofit. So all of the tools and things donated to us are going to be given to a Girl Scout STEAM program so they can empower young women to dream big and make metal art as well.
Let's do some Burning Man right now!
All right, let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go do some Burning Man right now!
Ladies, how does the sky look today?
Looks pretty amazing to me. Amazing.
Burning Man Sky Update. Going on the Swings edition. Monday night or Tuesday, no, Monday night. I'm doing this more for my benefit than for yours, but the sky will very shortly be, well, it's already pretty amazing, but it's heading rapidly towards full magnificence. I may or may not report on that shortly. I mean, who are we kidding? Of course I'm going to.
Have you seen the sky yet today?
Yeah, it's pretty magnificent.
Oh my god, we're just awkward.
Right.
We're awkward.
Okay.
Let's go do some Burning Man right now!
So I'm Alan Becker.
Mara Greenberg.
So the project was called No Place Like Home, and overarching it was themed around Wizard of Oz and all of the different aspects of that.
We chose the project because it had a number of different elements that different people would enjoy both making and experiencing. Large-scale fire art, a chill space with some ambient fire and metal sculptures, and then a really detailed nook that people could explore some of the real backstory.
The narrative, thematic elements.
And also some of the thematic elements that we really enjoyed about it were like in the Wizard of Oz, sort of a transformative aspect where you're seeking something, and at the end of this extreme experience, like Burning Man, you come to realize that you had it inside you all along. And so we had a number of mirrors around the piece hinting at that, as well as people could see what was inside of themselves.
At the risk of stating the obvious, we're not in Kansas anymore, if we ever were. There's no place like home.
It's like coming to Burning Man the first time as more of an observer, even though you know you're supposed to be a participant and you participate in a certain way, but then realizing that you can make stuff, you can learn how to make stuff, you can be an artist, you can show other people an amazing time. You went out there and you saw everything that everyone else was bringing and you thought, I want to do this. And then part of being in the Burning Man community is, just, I don't know, opening up to the freedom and the realization that you actually can do that. You are part of a community of makers, builders, people that are open to learning new things, and then working together with your community, you teach yourself how to do stuff, and then when you bring it out there and you see other people's reactions to the stuff that you did, and you realize you did bring them that experience.
It's magnificent.
Truly magnificent.
Burning Man Sky Update Mayan Warrior Adjacent Edition. It's probably too loud. You probably can't hear this, but the sky looks absolutely magnificent. You guessed it. First I was afraid, I was petrified, that I would never live without you by my side. Should have changed that, the address, should have made them change the key. If I'd known for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me, but don't I go from outer space. Don't come back around here with that stupid look upon your face. I should have made them change the lock. I should have made them change the key. If I'd known for just 1 second that I don't know the words of this song, go now, go! Walk out the door! Don't come around now, because you're not welcome anymore! Where do you want? I should torture you in an eye. You think I'd crumble? Then I lay down inside, oh no, not I will survive! I'm done.
I'm done.
Mind if I jump in?
Go for it. It can. Nice. Blacklight coyotes in the middle of the Nevada desert. That's proper old school Burning Man for you.
So great to be here. It's an amazing space and lovely people.
My name is Dave Keane and you're looking at The Folly.
Do explain.
It's a fishing village from my childhood, basically. I grew up in a little island off the west of Ireland, and my babysitter's husband was a fisherman, and this is the inspiration on steroids.
And so what compelled you to build this and bring it to Burning Man?
I worked on a temple last year, and it was so difficult and complicated, and you know, just a really hard build that in October I decided that I'd do something, anything would be easier.
Well, actually, doing nothing would be easier, so...
That's not on the cards. I think when you catch people right after Burning Man is the sweet spot for deciding to do another project, because you're still a high from the desert, you know. And
so this is a classic, you know what we should do next year project.
It really is, yeah, it really is.
And how has the experience been so far?
Beyond my wildest expectations. We've got an amazing crew, we've got amazing support, and we've had a laugh the whole way through with minor injuries.
With only minor injuries?
Minor flesh wounds.
So what's been the personal highlight for you so far?
I think finally getting it up and getting the structure up was a big relief. Everything else on top of that is gravy.
And how are you feeling about burning it down?
I can't wait to burn it down.
But between now and then, what are you hoping for?
Yeah, I mean, between now and then, we want thousands of people to enjoy it and have a laugh on it and party on it and enjoy live music and ballet and all sorts of culturally enlightening events, and then we'll burn it down.
Hello, this is Halcyon, and this is the time in the video when I find myself setting up a flashback. Now, Mark was thinking that maybe I could talk about, even though we're not all together in Black Rock City, we can all look up at that same sky together. Look, there is so many things that we can do as burners this year, even though we are not in the desert. In fact, it's probably more important than ever that we dig deep and bring the 10 principles into the default world. Whether that is creating art, drawing on the pavement, putting signs in your window, whether that is being that complimenting, eyes wide, smiling person to the stranger as we go through the world. As we are becoming more and more divisive in our country and in our neighborhoods, this is the time to be that representative of your theme camp and see the fellow participants in the world. Civic responsibility is more important than ever. Seriously, we do not need to be dusty to be burning this year. Mark, seriously! All that being said, whether or not we can ever go back to Burning Man in the future, we can definitely go back to Burning Man 2019. Here comes the flashback.
Oh, hey, it's you! And what's going on now, you might be asking yourself? Well, this is me standing opposite the Empire Store for a bit of a flashback. And at this point in the video, a flashback is about as predictable as me talking endlessly about the sky, which I'm going to do as soon as we get in there. What do you mean, as soon as you get in there? We were already there. I know. Again, this is a flashback. We've gone back in time. We're on our way to Burning Man. We're on our way to see what happens before the gates open. I mean, there's already going to be a lot of people there, building stuff, making art, building infrastructure, volunteering, doing all the cool stuff that makes Burning Man the amazing experience that it is. So, because I like the structure of a flashback, we're having a flashback. Hopefully you can hear me over the traffic noise. In a minute, I'm going to go and have an ice cream. And then we're going to go and do some Burning Man right now, that way. But first, actually there is no but first. Just enjoy the flashback, enjoy going back in time. Let's go and do past life regression. Let's not do past life regression Burning Man. That stuff's nonsense. Let's just go and do some Burning Man right now. This is it, people. We are now literally and metaphorically about to cross the event horizon. I'm pretty excited, and the road's about to get pretty bumpy. This is me killing time in line. There's no point pretending I'm going to be in there before sunset. The sun is going to go down over the mountains. It's going to look beautiful. We're going to howl. We're going to howl at the sun. Not the moon, the sun, go figure. But probably from out here, not in there. Out here is sort of Burning Man, but in there, it's a lot more Burning Man. Mark, how long's the line going to be? I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes top. Wait a minute, that's total misinformation. And I don't even work for the Bureau of Misinformation. Or do I? Question. Tee-hee. Have we talked about the sky yet today? The sun is just setting over the mountains. Oh! That was a weak ow, but it'll have to do. So far, that was more or less 6 hours of waiting in line, which was fun for the first 2 maybe, but we're through gate. We're coming up on greeter station. I'm going to do a greeter shift in a couple of days, so that'll be fun.
Have you done this before?
Fastest greeter ever. We're going to get out. We're going to hug the greeter. We're going to hug the greeter. We're not going to keep the people waiting. We're going to say thank you. We're welcome to Burning Man. Give me the stuff.
You know where you're going?
I know where I'm going, yes.
So you go to the light, you hook a right.
All right, perfect.
filming this, Mark?
Of course I'm filming this. Something might go wrong. We're back at Burning Man, and much like last year, Heidi's trailer is being moved in a way that may result in trailer disaster and internet gold. It's Friday and we're at Burning Man. How exciting is that?
Hey, would you look at the sky? Oh, what was the other line?
Was that a Scottish accent?
Without the Scottish accent.
Do it again.
Oh, would you do?
Keep going and let's see how
would you
much.
Look at the sky. It's beautiful. Once you look at it, it's just magnificent.
That man has a point. Have we looked at the sky yet today? We're at Burning Man. The sky is vast, more or less cloudless. Have you seen this? Have you seen, I'm trying to do an impression of someone doing an impression of me. Have you seen the sky yet today? I can't do it.
I am the Dr. Yurt.
Dr. Yurt.
Here today we are looking at the magnificent head maze.
And what's your role with the head maze today?
I am the boom lift operator. I take people up in the air and back down safely in one piece.
What's the best and worst thing about boom lifting at Burning Man?
The worst part is how incredibly slow they are. It took me roughly 40 minutes to get from heat all the way out here.
And the best part?
And the best part, well,
you get to go up in a boom.
I get to go up in the air and see the whole Burning Man from the sky.
So how does the sky look when you're up a boom at Burning Man?
Normally when you're on the ground level, it's pretty great. But when you're up in the sky, magnificent.
This is Friday for Burning Man, and we're desperately building this fucking thing. That's where we're at. We're in the desperately building stage.
Are you where you thought you would be at this point?
I'm on the Black Rock Desert physically, and I thought I'd be here at this point.
Right. And it feels like you have pushed through a lot of things to get it to this point.
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually pretty funny. I'm rarely exhausted enough to where I'm having a hard time finding words for an interview. It's just been a complete mindfuck. It's been a slog the whole time. Metal's not easy. Nothing comes for free with metal. It's rare that you can cheat it, and it's a big project. I think the scale, reconciling my own ego and how good a piece is based on its size has been something that I've had a hard time with ever since I started doing Burning Man art. And I think it's just this thing it's hard to see if the art's good enough or not, and it's easy to cheat by making it bigger. And I feel like for the first time we've made a piece that didn't need to be as big as it is. So I'm kind of struggling with that.
But it's big now, so let's just big it up for the rest of the week.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna truck through and finish it, and yeah, got some welding to do. I think that's about that.
Me climbing things at Burning Man, more for your benefit than mine, 2019 edition. Ah, they wobble a bit, didn't see that coming. We're getting there. I'm outside of my comfort zone.
Awesome, thank you. What a beautiful piece.
I'm a naturalist anyways.
Man. Southern California kidding me. I was like, I left all my.
Hi there. How was the climb for you?
One pair of Vans. The band. Have to go buy one pair.
Harrowing.
Yes.
I'll wear the
You did it. You're almost there.
The thoughts running through my mind of constantly falling off, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people go to the hospital on this one.
You think?
Oh yeah.
All right, you heard it here first. Could this be this year's Idiots versus Gravity Machine at Burning Man? Only, let's wait a day or two and find out if this entire thing is roped off. If so, Gravity 1, Idiots 0. Gravity always wins, often by more than 1 point.
Oh my god, is this fucking safe? My friend Libby broke her arm on day 1 of Burning Man last year, climbing up a car structure. Yeah, safe.
Alright, we know how this works. It's Friday night at Burning Man. It's after sunset. Guess what? Right, do I even need to say it? No, I don't need to say it. That's why it makes it more fun to say it. The sky looks absolutely magnificent. Look at it. There's Ron looking at it back there. I'm about to look at it too. You should also look at it. Let's all look at it together. It looks, hi Jocelyn, the sky looks absolutely amazing. I'm being heckled, but I'm being heckled about a good thing, so it's fine. There we go, as if by magic, a photo booth emerged out of the desert floor. I helped, albeit a tiny little bit. I did a tiny little. Look, I did help, didn't I?
He did it all.
No, that's very generous of you to say.
Nothing without this man.
That's
Marquee
true.
Day.
Yes, that's very nice of him to say, but also not really true.
Well, these. Wait.
Let's go do some Burning Man right now.
I thought it was on 3.
Right. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Let's go do some Burning Man right now.
Me reviewing the line for ice. There is no line for ice. In fact, there is no ice yet.
Oh hey, it's you! Let's go do some Burning Man.
Right now!
Terrible accents on us.
Look at the sky! It's magnificent.
I saw last night, I almost wet my pants, it was so cool. If you must film yourself repeatedly at mirrors in Burning Man, at least some of the time, it should be the mirrors at Eggs Bar in Burning Man.
Kai Dalgleish, and I'm the art director for The Folly.
Yes. What does that entail?
It entails a lot of different kinds of things. I make a lot of trash art, and this is very much a trash art project. So we've done everything from cutting out dozens of tiny metal butterflies out of beer cans to making nail chimes and kind of gathering donations of wood and fabric and everything else that will go into this piece.
So, Kai, tell me about the crew. Tell me about the Folly crew.
So I think the magical thing about this project is the crew. A lot of people from it have worked on temples together, have worked on the Black Rock City lighthouses, are part of the Flux Foundation, which is a very long-running group of people. And there's so much detail in this piece, there's no way that any one person could have come up with everything in it. And the reason that it works so well is because we all trust each other and build with each other in a way that feels really collaborative. So as people walk through it, they'll see like, oh, there's, you know, little eyes hidden under the staircases. So as you walk up the stairs, you get watched. Or there's, you know, a radio transmitter and it's playing like whale sounds in different rooms. Right. And all of that layering is because our crew is so amazing and because we're willing to trust each other and like incorporate each other's work into it. And I just wanted to make sure that was out there in the world as like a way to build art together, because I see so many people trying to do it top down, and then you end up with something that, even if it's really beautiful, just can't hold all that complexity that you get when you have dozens and dozens of people's artistic vision and opinions incorporated into things.
Nice. I like how you gesticulate with a nail gun, just to get the point across. Are things clear yet? Sky update. Dust storm edition. The sky is very dusty. Dust storms in the desert, awesome. A lot of fun, but remember to put your goggles on, kids, and not just wear sunglasses like I have been doing for the most part. Can't get it all at once.
Thank you. We're home again.
Hi, I'm Dustin. I made Shelly the crab over the course of about 3 years with the help of some makers here in the Bay Area and on the West Coast. I wanted to give you a brief overview of how she works, so if you're interested in making an electric mutant vehicle from scratch, you have some kind of starting points. The most important part is the 36-volt battery system. It's lithium ion, which means it's a lot lighter than lead acid batteries. It's the only way Shelly is able to carry them. That power goes straight into a speed controller and then into 2 different motors, one for walking and one for driving. The drive motor is retractable using actuators, which are controlled by an RC receiver. So I'm able to pilot Shelly from a distance or up close, riding on top of her.
I am in no way standing in front of a picture of myself hoping that people will notice. I just want you to know that, Tom Lee. I just want you to know it was a coincidence and it didn't happen on purpose. Hi.
Let's do some Burning Man right now!
We're out of camp to look at sunset, which is what you should do at Burning Man. See, when it's sunset, do not be in your camp eating spaghetti, looking at the back of an RV. Be out here looking at the sky. It's magnificent. On that note, I'm off to look at the sky. As you were. This year on Idiots versus Gravity at Burning Man, it's a literal stairway to heaven, except I guess if you fall at the top, one can only hope heaven's the appropriate destination.
Hey, this is Benjamin, the artist of Stone 27, and I know there was so much excitement around the installation being really dangerous and that someone would fall off and get hurt and the installation would get shut down, but I'm sorry to disappoint you that the emergency services crew actually came out to our strike just to let me know that they hadn't received any reported injuries on the installation, and I was really happy to hear that no one got hurt.
Are you guys is anybody part of our support team for this?
Alright, this turned out to be pretty entertaining.
I'm not telling you guys what's now, like, do it now! I don't think it's me. Depending on how you shake it, I was like, okay.
Speaking as someone who enjoys a good immersive light tunnel, this is really good.
Right? Because, like,
Like you feel you're losing it.
Like a roller coaster.
Me sliding down things at Burning Man more for your benefit than mine, going on Swings Edition. Relatively benign, not remotely dangerous.
That's what you think.
That's what I think. So as a parent, you're sometimes left wondering if you're done with swing sets. In this instance, the good news is no. So this is me at the greeter station greeting people today. Have you seen the sky yet today?
No, I haven't.
It looks absolutely magnificent.
Let me look. And it's the moon.
We were up there once, Neil Armstrong. What the fuck? Really?
Don't swear online, it's illegal.
Right, I know. Alrighty. That's us.
Oh, look at that layer of
Nobody tells you how loud the bell's going to be. By the time you've heard it 10 times. Ouch. At the risk of stating the obvious, this is a small step for Mark, but a giant leap for Mark kind. I'm on the surface of the moon! That's it. Mark Day filming himself in mirrors at Burning Man since 1999. Still works. Burning Man update. It's Monday morning. Now last night I ran into people who told me, as sometimes happens at Burning Man, that they've watched my videos as a way of preparing for Burning Man. I can only assume that they're preparing for the kind of scope of the art on the playa and the magnificence of the sky, because you're certainly not getting basic desert survival tips here. I've been here since Thursday. Today's Monday morning, and this is my first attempt at preparing myself warm food. I've boiled some water and it's taken me like 4 days. I have a giant box full of food that I have no interest in eating. I should have known that. This is not my first Burning Man rodeo, and yet here we are, surviving on beef jerky, granola, salted nuts, and now 4 days in, boiled water. Let's go do some Burning Man breakfast right now, and get your information as regards eating at Burning Man from anywhere but here, please, for your own sake. Here are the noodles I'm having for breakfast. Impressive, eh?
Wednesday. 1 to 4, Monday through Friday. Put on some fancy playa gear, go get your picture taken, tell your friends about it. These guys are excellent photographers. They send you your pictures via email when it's all over. They even touch them up and stuff. They're beautiful. I know. It's a really nice thing. And people have signed up for shifts to tend the bar. You can, without signing up at any time, bring your booze over and serve it to people. Take your bottles back to your camp when you're done. There's no communal trash.
If you are a volunteer that is driving the art car, you must abso-fucking-lutely be sober. Everyone hear that?
Yes!
Awesome.
Hi, good morning. I'm Alpha Pussy. For those of you who don't know, I do design the maps for Black Rock City.
All of the medical and ranger stations are on your tip sheet, which is accompanied with that map.
We're going to do a ceremony of greeting. As you saw, there are many people in the village here. And many of you are first time to Ebb and Glow, and many of you are first time to the playa. But our intent here at Ebb and Glow, as I take it, is we're a village. And we kind of help take care of each other. And we want to get to know each other a little bit, help out each other, have a great burn. A lot of people who you've never met before, you may end the week as your best friends. You just don't know it yet. And you might not know how to meet them. So our goal here is we're going to do a little ceremony of greeting.
Hi.
Hi, Lauren. Hi. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Lorraine. Good morning.
Good morning, and I'm
Yeah, like basically, right?
24 hours at Burning Man. Idiots versus Gravity. My Camp Edition. Ebb and Glow Camp, as one, are climbing up our scaffolding to take a photo. Hopefully the whole thing doesn't fall down, because then we'll have nobody to take the scaffolding down, because the scaffolding will have taken them down. This has been 24 hours at Burning Man. Idiots versus Gravity. Ebb and Glow Camp Edition.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah! Burning Man update, not the Sky Edition, shockingly. I've got to say, hoping I don't get run over, but I really enjoy this. It's such old school Burning Man, and I feel I should probably stop right now before I get run over. I'm enjoying this. It's very old school Burning Man.
It's pretty amazing. Let's do some Burning Man right now.
like cheese.
I do.
You like cheese?
Some art cars are a little overwhelming. Some art cars are a little underwhelming. This one's a little cheesy.
No cheese for you!
Okay. Jetez le fromage!
And some are just right.
Like I said, a little cheesy.
Okay, so we got another control to put down.
Burning Man Sky Update, Man Base Edition. The sky looks, yet again, absolutely magnificent. Let's take a look. There you go, sky, sky. Sky, 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 sky. 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 Sky, 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 sky. Sky, 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 sky. Guy. Sky Guy. See you later.
Opening Burning Man ceremony. The countdown has begun to the opening Burning Man ceremony. Feel appropriately excited.
Have you seen the sky that looks magnificent?
Yes, I have.
Ladies, gentlemen, the non-binary freaks, weirdos, degenerates, and software programmers. Not saying you can't be all of those, okay? We are the Votivere Society, and we are so very excited to be here!
Hi, ladies. Hi, John.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi.
How you doing?
How long have you been in line for, John?
45 minutes.
That's not so bad.
We just started.
Get your night sticker.
Oh.
So you can stick it to the night.
We're gonna have a great time this year. Yeah, baby.
Lots of love at night.
Yeah.
It's Yoa DJing at Burning Man.
Oh my god! This is the best! Love cake. You got a marching band playing on the second story. You've got a slide coming down. There's tons of people. I give it a 10 out of 10. It's my birthday month.
Right, doing things more for your benefit than mine. Fire Theremin edition. I did that for your benefit. I'm kidding, I did it for me! For me! Where is it? There we go. Plan 9 from outer space, only on fire. Things going on fire at Burning Man. Press the button, make a trip and shoot fire edition. Apparently the week's fire budget has been blown on this video. So I hope you're enjoying this at home. Because this poor man has burned through a lot of propane for your entertainment. I hope you're appreciative.
Bye.
Holy shit, this is proper Burning Man. Standing next to somewhere you can feel the heat in your face, and you have to ask yourself if this is maybe not a good idea. Nice work, man with fire tornado. There.
It's just like.
Is this your stereogram, Graham?
It's my stereogram.
Right.
I'm more of a monogram.
I didn't know that. By the way, we're a small change here at BMI on 94.5 with special guests and first time on the playa, Sean Collins.
Has outdone himself again. I'll have to put subtitles because I'll be too loud and you won't be able to hear me. Nice work, Flaming Lotus Girls. 2 very enthusiastic thumbs up.
The Flaming Lotus Girls is a group of female-led artists who make interactive, large-scale fire art installations. Over 20 years, we've created 10 installations and shown them to 200,000 people internationally. FLG empowers volunteers to develop fabrication, tech, and leadership skills by fostering a proactive educational experience that expands to our art. Our community spans 200 women and men, and newbies are welcome to join us regardless of any specialized skills. We will teach you. Our works fall between sculpture and kinetics, always involving pyrotechnics and crowd interaction, because inclusivity really does matter. Sculpture materials include steel, copper, aluminum, glass, resin, wood, and electronics. Diverse flame effects blaze from 2 inches to 75 feet.
Me pushing some buttons. Me pushing more buttons. That one did nothing. That one was weak. Ah! That was good. Burning Man Sky Update, bathroom break edition. We are looking for porta potties in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night. Hopefully we'll find them. We're on a giant moving cheese. That's that for now. We're going rhino hunting apparently to track down the dusty rhino at dawn, maybe. I give us about a 30% chance of success, but I've been told I'm wrong. So we'll see. I stand corrected, over there is a rhino, although the line to hunt it is quite long, so we might have to just, it could be a while. And at the risk of stating the obvious, Sky pretty special, particularly over here. You should check it out. This only looks mildly terrifying.
You didn't think it was possible to look more gorgeous. I'm Marna.
Ladies, you're looking spectacular.
Don't be spectacular. You're
Yes.
gonna start murdering people now.
Okay. Right.
Let's go do some Burning Man right now.
Yes.
time. Good, we got the camera this time.
So the last one didn't
You
happen.
should have got the camera and he's spinning it out.
Really?
Yes. Woo! Oh, it's a lot better with the sriracha.
Good.
Cheers.
Blew my mind.
Cheers. Yeah.
Where am I?
You're an awesome sauce.
What am I about to drink?
A spicy pickle juice.
Spicy pickle juice.
Nice.
Let's see how this goes down.
Yes. Shout out. Shout out.
Good.
Did we change your mind?
That was good.
Nice.
Slowly at first. You can go as fast as you want.
Okay, is it moving? I'm very much doing this for your benefit, not mine, because look, it's bullshit. I'm not going anywhere. Yet my legs are getting sorer than they already were. Okay, pull the brake, win a prize. The prize is you get to get off the bike, I presume.
Oh, hell yeah!
Bidet!
Bidet!
Yes! Oh, you need a bidet too, buddy.
We have just stopped to drink water. That is the most important thing in the desert. I mean, visually you would assume that the most important thing is to put ridiculous outfits on, but it's second. Number one, drink water. I'm obviously not doing that, not even for your benefit. Come on. Here we are, watching someone learning on the job.
So dump it in and just swirl as fast as you can. No, don't dump it into the middle. It's okay.
At the cotton candy sweatshop.
Yeah.
Well, but at Burning Man, any cotton candy shop is a cotton candy sweatshop.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
I am now about to eat some blueberry flavoured cotton candy. So the next time my kids demand cotton candy at a sporting event, don't tell them you saw me do this. Not bad. I mean, it tastes of blueberry, and it's not quite like choking down dry cotton wool buds like I thought it was going to be.
Let's go do some Burning Man.
Right now.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, one more.
Oh, you mean not later, but right now?
Right now, yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Let's go do some
literally
Burning
now.
Man.
In fact,
right now, let's go.
Right,
Come on, let's go. What are we waiting on?
Okay.
All persuading to get me up here. I didn't want to do it. It's not going to be all over the internet. Alligator or a meringue? That's a joke for exactly 3 people, one of which is me. Meanwhile, you can see what's going on here, shenanigan-wise in the background. These photo shoots aren't going to take themselves, you know.
That is pretty rad.
Burning Man Sky Update Classical Music Edition. The sky, as with the rest of us, is waiting for Stravinsky's Firebird to start. I'm sure when it does, it and the sky will be most likely magnificent. We might as well wait around and find out, right?
We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks for hanging out for a moment while we get everything fixed up. And
We are partly looking at the sky over there. It's quite well reviewed this time of year, and particularly this time of evening.
So Igor Stravinsky was a Russian composer who created a lot of really groundbreaking works in his days. Firebird is a score that he wrote to accompany a ballet. It's one of his most famous works, and this year's Burn theme was Metamorphosis, and so we felt like there was no ballet that would be more appropriate for this theme than Firebird. In 2018, our art house camp put on a ballet called We Human, and unfortunately the night before the performance I had a pretty traumatic health experience and was helicoptered out of Burning Man, so I didn't actually get to see the performance in 2018. So this year, coming back for the 2019 Burn, and this concept of metamorphosis and really coming back out of the ashes, coming into this experience of burning again, and really all I needed to do was not die at Burning Man, and I won. So I won Burning Man! You know, when the performance is done and seeing all of the dancers and the musicians, audience members coming together and hugging and crying and having gone through this experience that spanned, you know, a couple of months for all of the performers, from beginning rehearsals and preparing for this to doing this performance in front of thousands of people in conditions that are definitely not ideal for dance or playing music. That to me is like the biggest gift, seeing everyone just so filled with gratitude and joy and love at the end of it. That's why we keep doing it, is to create those experiences for our performers and for everyone at Burning Man.
Beverly Fire Edition. Ah!
Was I ever going to put a fire out on that thing?
It's ironic. Nice. Yes.
Oh, hey! It's you! Let's go do some Burning Man right now. Have you seen this guy?
It's magnificent.
This guy's magnificent.
Burning Man Sky Update Temple Edition. The sky is beautiful and full of clouds. I've just been in the temple having a bit of a cry for my friend Glenn, who died earlier this year. He was part of our Burning Man camp many years ago and a unique and beautiful human being. And he will be missed. So this is for you, Glenn.
I only knew the temple from the beautiful pictures that I'd seen, you know, published from Burning Man. I was like, wow, these are beautiful structures. I'd love to build a beautiful structure. And then it was actually in the course of the build in Alameda that I started hearing people sharing why are they temple builders? And for many of them, it was because there was a particular year that they went to Burning Man that they had lost somebody near and dear to their heart. And they found such solace and release, catharsis from doing that. And that's powerful stuff. Yeah, I was incredibly moved from my first time there, and couldn't have been happier with where I found myself. Felt like, yeah, exactly where I was supposed to be.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God, click my buttons, please.
So we believe today that the sky is what? The sky is magnificent. It's fabulous. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So after this we should what? We should probably, well, let's go do some Burning Man. Right now.
Perfect, thank you, April.
You know you're coming to make a photo here.
You on my face now. I'm a little disappointed.
We're doing some Burning Man, right?
Yeah, could you do some Burning Man right now? Like, you're definitely doing Burning Man right now.
Have you noticed that the sky is
Out the mirror on your way in.
We have
The sky is fabulous today.
Thinking about it, yeah. Be in about 10 minutes.
Let's go do some Burning Man right now.
Perfect. On us, 2, 3.
Let's go do some Burning Man now!
Right. Not a very coordinated camp, I see, either in terms of outfits.
I blame our leader here.
Right.
Like you basically spin the wheel, there's 6 different icings. Yep. Okay. 6 different toppings. The toppings go on the icing goes on the cup top. Okay. Your job is to taste. It's not. Guess these two. Good job. Okay, hold your hand up, palm up. Either one. Tasting hand. No pressure. That's ginger. We have a honey ginger frosting.
Burning Man Sky Update, Wednesday afternoon edition. The sky looks magnificently ominous. There may be bad weather later and people are losing their minds. I, on the other hand, I'm like, yeah, we'll believe it when we see it. So, catch me again in 2 hours' time when I have been proven wrong and it turns out the weather is going to get really bad. And I spent time that I should have spent preparing for the bad weather, talking to you instead. This is for your benefit, not mine. Nice job, Star Trek.
So Grenache is a little darker of a grape, so maybe they didn't have a middle palate or a back palate. Instead of adding chemicals, so the reason why cheaper wine is cheaper, because they put chemicals in it.
Hi there.
Howdy.
Are you self-repairing a bicycle?
Yes, sir.
So you know what to do, you just needed the tools?
Not really.
No.
I'll figure that out.
Are you learning on the fly?
Yes. The chain coming off is loose, so this gentleman here is saying that you should stretch them out so they don't sag.
Excellent.
We're getting fixed, Mark.
Kimo reporting from Cranky's bike repair store.
Yes, it is closed right now, and I'm a little disappointed in the do-it-yourselfers because they left all the tools out. But other than that, we're having a good burn.
So the message is, if you're going to use someone else's tools, tidy up after.
They've heard this from their parents years ago.
Right. Jolly good.
Nothing new.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go do some Burning Man right now.
Hey there. So it's been pointed out to me that I'm perhaps a little over-reliant on talking about the sky. So I'm not going to do it again for the rest of the video. I'm done with that now. It's just other stuff from now on. I'm kidding, obviously, but oh my God, have you seen this? Look at it. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, really, it's all magnificent, isn't it? Just soaking it in. Burning Man Sky Updates, Photo Opportunity Edition. I love the sky at Burning Man, in case you hadn't noticed.
So I've been the bunnification station maven since 2003. I've been making humans into bunnies as part of the radical inclusion that is the Billion Bunny March since 2003. So the Billion Bunny Oath, was, I can't remember the first year it started, but we make every single bunny raise their right paw and say the bunny oath before they participate in our march.
Would you take a picture of me? Do you want to recite the bunny oath?
Yes.
Okay. I
freely and humbly renounce my dirty, stinking, messed up carcass of failed humanity in order to evolve as a sentient furry being. I hereby come over to the bunny side. I will help. I will wiggle my tail. I will deliver colorful Easter eggs to the masses and support a universal campaign of fluffy goodness and chubbies for all.
Oh hey, it's you! Let's go do some Burning Man right now! You're here.
Hi, my dad.
Justin, how are you?
I'm just wonderful with the webbits.
Let's go do a bunny march. This carrot looks amazing.
It does. It looks great. Sky Update Billion Bunny Edition. My bike has fallen down so many times that I'm too busy dealing with my bike to even look at the sky. It sucks. Miniature Idiots versus Gravity. Be Careful Edition. Get it, because it's a B. Be careful, get it. Never mind, on to the next thing. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you.
With this many people, there are two birthdays together. 99.9%
Burning Man Sky Update Edition. I've been making these videos for a number of years now, and some of the jokes that I put in them are very much for me, or a meringue. No, you're right, Mark, you put them in there for you. That, for example, was one of them. And I am absolutely aware that these videos have devolved into a series of me walking around talking about the sky. And not without good reason. The sky looks magnificent. It was being at Burning Man in the first place that taught me how to look at the sky and find it to be magnificent. Something I do quite regularly when I'm driving around in the default world. So I guess, at the risk of recycling some of my previous sign-off statements, not quite be your own bing bong, but figure out your own magnificent. Figure out what it is that's magnificent to you and take the time to look at it regularly. All of this stuff that we've seen, people made all of this. People that saw their magnificent and pursued it hard. They just looked further, or looked a little harder, or looked in a different place to where everybody else was looking, or they looked bigger, or they looked smaller and found the detail that everyone had missed. Either way, stop rambling, Mark, wrap it up. Burning Man is a great place to find your own magnificence. I found it in the sky. I hope you have as much luck as I did finding yours.
Hi Mark, I'm Tom White, lead artist of an amazing team from Norfolk, Virginia. We made Happy Birthday Mega Cake. The Mega Cake was a 4-tier wooden birthday cake that rose over 50 feet above playa. We placed interactive elements and artworks throughout, like the gifting calendar, with shelves representing everybody's birthday where you could give or receive presents. I hope you found your birthday twin. On the outside of the cake were 24 handmade glass signs of the zodiac by artist Jen Hand. Inside, the 2-story party hat chamber held celebrations, and you could take the slide down through the gifting chamber and be born on playa in August. Further up the spiral stair, we had 2 moon phase archways made of glass by artist Tabitha Amber. And on top were 6 propane-fueled poofer candles by Jamie Elkins and team. You could press buttons to fire these off and make a wish. The burn of the Mega Cake was our final gift to Black Rock City. Preamble and her incredible pyro team brought the party to a close in a spectacular way. Thank you. We can't wait to bring big art back to the dust.
But we have a container coming tomorrow.
We never got the I forgot my water bottle in the top.
true self, listen to the audio of this afterwards and see what it sounds like. It made sense at the time.
Thank you.
Hi, Mark. Good morning. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Mark.
Good morning.
So yeah, feel free.
24 Hours at Burning Man reviews the line for ice. The best line for ice is the line in your own camp where you give someone money and they go and get the ice.
Hi, I'm Duncan Rawlinson. I come out here every year to document the burn through still photography. I'm one of those annoying photographers.
And roughly how many pictures are we talking?
This so far 14,000 images. Yeah, it takes a while to go through them all, and then I share them with the community online after. People seem to like
And
them.
about how many hours a day are you spending photographing
All of
Burning
them.
Man? All of them?
Well, when I'm not resting, I'm just out shooting, so yeah, it's...
And
I don't recommend it.
You don't recommend it?
No.
It's a terribly cliched question, but what's the best thing you've seen this year at Burning Man?
Probably my friends, my burn family. You know, I love seeing my homies. You know, I don't get to see them in my normal life, so it's fun to see them out here.
Excellent, good answer, Duncan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mark.
I clearly marked fire lane.
And I drove this thing here. I just thought it's just fucked up to be driving, huh?
Damn. It can happen.
You're getting a ticket.
But also our car's a little insufficiently dusty.
Damn.
But it's
I thought I gave her a bath.
But it's also dangerously sexy. So
I used vinegar, I swear.
next time,
Her first
stay safe out there.
ticket.
I've got a parking thingy-majiggy here. Look. For being insufficiently dusty, we were parked in a fire lane, which just magically appeared 10 minutes ago, and dangerously sexy. So now it's really up to our bachelorette to figure out who she wants to potentially go on a playa date with. You guys figure it out amongst yourselves afterwards.
Okay, so contestant number 2, while the donkey story was highly entertaining, that is so not my bag. Thank you very much.
Number 1, come meet your hot, sexy bachelorette.
And now, welcome, the Burning Band.
I'm going home tomorrow before the man burns, but I just added a little fire to the fire cauldron that the conclave lights the man from. So I did my part. I'll see you later. So, Burning Man Sky Update Friday night edition. This is my last sunset on Playa for this year. Fortunately, it's really good. I think it's only going to get better. So, once again, I'll get out of your way. Just look at that. I'll try not to talk and interrupt you. I can't promise I'll be any good at it. But I'm trying. This is me trying to see, after all these years, if I can still manifest some sort of primeval emotional response to the iconic figure of the man, or have I just seen it too many times in too many incarnations, or does it still do what it says in the packet? Let's just check. Hang in there. Yes, still works. Much heat directly on you is proper Burning Man at its finest. That vague sense that you might just get roasted at any minute. Let's have another look at that. Oh shit!
Today we burnt it down. That's always a kind of, I suppose, a day filled with emotion and hard work, because you basically go back in and you strip everything out, everything you want to keep from the piece, which we had a lot of artwork and a lot of things that people wanted to keep as a little memento of the folly. So we spent all day prepping it and packing with paraffin and the fire effects and all that kind of stuff. And by the time we got to burn it, we were all ready to burn it, I think, you know. It'd been a long road to get to there, and it was a successful burn, I think, or a successful project for us, at least.
Right.
So by the time we got to burn it, we were ready. You know, it was like the full circle.
Right. And what were you telling me earlier about the notion of why it's important to burn it in the first place?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's like anything in life. We're all just here for a fleeting second, and we're gone, you know. And just like the art is we built it, we burnt it, it's gone. It's a memory, and it's kind of symbolizes life, you know. It's just a distant memory now, but it's something we'll always have in our hearts.
This is fun. Something on fire! It's Saturday morning and I'm rapidly running out of sky superlatives. I've got none left. I've used them all up. Hi there, campmate. I see you've lost your voice and you can't talk. Fortunately, I've brought spare excess talk for just such situations. Faith, family and friends, the diary of Dorothy Gale. Dear diary, Monday, September 1st, 1930. It's not right for this season, but it feels like there's a storm coming. I can hear Uncle Henry outside in the distance. It's nearly dawn and I have had another night filled with strange dreams and thoughts. Thanks, Mark. I can take it from there. And oh hey, it's you. I didn't know if you were going to make it, but here we are at what I swear is the end of the video, more or less. Thank you for joining me here on Baker Beach, where Burning Man all began. It's August of 2020, and here I am reflecting on Burning Man 2019. I, of course, had an incredible year. I spent a lot of time wandering around the playa, trying to figure out what was the ending for my video. I found it, ironically, at the end of the Yellow Brick Road. I found it more specifically in an art installation called There's No Place Like Home. And I found it even more specifically tucked away in a drawer in the back of a diary. The diary of one Dorothy Gale, better known as Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. It was a wonderful art installation. It really spoke to me. It spoke to me as a parent experiencing what it's like. My oldest daughter is 12 years old and is starting to carve out her own shape and colours in the world the way Dorothy was. And my youngest daughter is always scanning the horizon for magical things, and is things like tornadoes and, excuse me, and being able to look out the window of Dorothy's bedroom and see a fire tornado coming. I don't know, in 1997 when I first went to Burning Man, if anyone had told me that I would be most profoundly moved all those years later by something that spoke to me and my experiences as a parent, I don't know if I would have believed them, but there we are. And then, of course, there were all those universal Burning Man themes of layering Wizard of Oz on top of Burning Man, and stories about, you know, going on fantastical adventures to find things that were inside ourselves all along. I mean, what more can you say, really? Dorothy, in her drawer, had a diary, and in the back of her diary was her dream journal, and it turns out she'd been having dreams about a place very much like Burning Man. And haven't we all had dreams like that? I know I have. And I don't think I could say it better than Dorothy did in her dream journal, so I want to end what might be the last 24 hours at Burning Man for a while by reading something to you from Dorothy's Dream Journal. So here we go. We went on a long journey together, following an endless path. We went to the city to see a great man, a wizard we had heard so much about. But in the end, it wasn't about the man at all. It was the self-discovery and the courage to go out and test ourselves in ways we'd never guessed or imagined. The wizard man was looming in the distance. Scarecrow felt inadequate. The Tin Man felt unloved. Lion cowered in fear. I just wanted to go home. We asked in unison, where is my mind? Where is my heart? Where is my courage? And the wizard man did the most unexpected thing. He burned. He threw his arms up to the sky, fiery sparks making new stars in the full canopy of night, and then burst into an inferno of light. He was nothing but a hollow wooden thing. He had no specific power. He had no insight. He had only himself, the stuff of his body to silently illuminate us. As the fires consumed him, the wind whipped flaming twisters off of his pyre, and the four of us looked at each other. In each other, we saw mirrors of ourselves, and through that, we saw our own true strengths. We grew bigger than the burn of the wizard man, dancing, laughing, planning through the night, all the remarkable things we would do after we left this desert land. The wizard man turned out to be something of a fraud, but he gave us the initiative to find what we needed. He was a spark, a catalyst, just like I learned about in science class. And because of him, we learned that everything we seek is already inside us. The goodness and the bravery, the creativity and love, the resilience and wisdom. Sometimes I may need this dream world to remember we have it, but I don't need this desert to keep it. It's here, it's me. Dream 14, Dorothy's Final Dream, Burning Man Sky Update Becker Beach Edition. The epiphany of ecstasy and the ecstasy of epiphany. Enter the passage into the infinitarium at night. You might see a giant metal octopus, all 8 arms aflame. You might see a house-sized unicorn sailing across the desert, or a giant driving chicken lit up against the night sky. You might simply find a whirling spiral of fire and dust, a beacon of metamorphosis that changes nothing but your perspective. Which is everything. You might find your way home. You might already be home. After all, there is no place like home. There we have it, friends. The dream journey of Dorothy Gale. The journal and the journey of Dorothy Gale. And the journey of 24 hours at Burning Man, and the journey that you came on with me. Thank you for coming on it. Don't know when we'll get to do it again, but let's go do some Burning Man again sometime together. See you later. See you on the playa, hopefully. Or just on the beach. Either way, it all works.
So I've never been to Burning Man or really understood what the temple was. So when I first started the project, it was just about building something and having fun. And I was really nervous about coming. I thought I would be pretty lonely for the week, but it's been so incredibly filled with love, and it's been incredibly healing. So I super appreciate it. I think just everyone just being so open and just, being so open about how they feel and just all their emotions has been really awesome. It's just been really nice to have that part of your soul open up again.
Very good.
Okay. It's good. I'm just super glad to be here. Yeah.
Oh hey, it's you! I didn't know if you were going to make it to the end of the video, and I didn't want to start the end credits without you. That's right, the end credits. That means that you have just sat through anywhere between 90 and a gazillion minutes of 24 Hours of Burning Man 2019. I'm on my way to Burning Man. Everything that you've seen, none of that has happened yet. It's all still in the future. You've seen more of my Burning Man than I have at this point, you lucky people. Yeah, fingers crossed it's going to be awesome. Really, I'm just killing time here while the credits roll. Thank you to everybody who contributed to this video. If it's anything like the last few that I've made, it becomes an incredibly collaborative effort, and I get wonderful photos and footage from great photographers and videographers and drone pilots, and I appreciate all of that. Particularly anybody whose footage or photos or whatever I used and didn't get credited in the credits. As I've said on previous videos, I'm a little disorganized, and I will try and do better, but I'm a little disorganized. Some friends, a lot of friends this year are going for the first time either in a couple of years or even longer, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with them. I also want to thank the people who stayed at home and made all of this possible in their own way. I speak of course of my family, so thank you to Esther and Ruby and Cammy who stayed at home while I did this. Anyway, I probably should focus on driving and not videoing myself. This has been 24 Hours of Burning Man 2019. I have enjoyed having you along for the ride. I hope you have enjoyed coming along for the ride. I hope yet again you get a good sense of why, having first come here in 1997, I keep coming back. Alright, this is me signing out. Let's go to... I'm on my way to Burning Man. Let's go do some Burning Man right now.
Do you like your magic glasses?
Yeah. Yeah, this has changed my life.
Kind of thought we'd be in that more.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Do you think that he thought he could put us in like this and we wouldn't notice that we weren't in the movie?
Knowing Mark, probably.
Damn you, Mark G!
Well, I suppose we should go do some Burning Man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it says in the script. So yes, let's go to some Burning Man right now.
Right now.
What? Am I supposed to say your stupid catchphrases now? That's not happening. Or a meringue.